Okay, welcome back guys to part 2 of this video. Looks like we are about ready to start our descent. We're going to be setting altitude to 11,000 feet. There's a lot of those above and belows on the way there. That is the first hard altitude restriction, 210 knots and 11,000 feet. And that is on waypoint QWIKE Plank. Anyways, so yeah. So the altitude is set and the descent has begun. So we'll go ahead and turn our seatbelt sign on because I'm a jerk, you know. I'll leave that thing on all the way like 30 minutes into the cruise or whatever. But as soon as we start descending back out, that sucker's coming on. So alright, so the descent has begun. And we'll start meeting our altitude restraints on our way down to Denver. I would like to take this time to thank everyone that is watching this video right now for continuing to watch part 2. I do all this on my own spare time. I enjoy it. I enjoy playing the flight sim, but at the same time, I love putting the videos out. Now that I have a computer capable of doing it, so I'd like to do some more tutorials, but I gotta tell you, the scenery tutorials, they really burn me out. Maybe one of these days I can do one on mapping, how I map textures. I know there's several different ways to map textures, and there's probably much easier ways than I know how. And that's a lot of times why I don't do tutorial videos, because I upload the video and then somebody comes in and says, "You're an idiot, dude. This is the way you should be doing it." Oh, okay. I'm an idiot, I guess. I do it the long way, whatever. It's the way I know how to do it. But I know there's really no excuse not to maybe teach somebody the way I know how to do it, but we'll see how that goes. Sound's going to cut out for a second here while I switch over to Active Sky, just to double check Denver. Denver is showing 10 plus miles of visibility, altimeter 2994, surface winds 240 at 9 knots, temperature 2, dew point -4. Okay, it's not too bad. 5,400. So yeah, looking good. Everything's still looking. We still have the right runway selected and all that kind of stuff. So it is a vector approach after. I don't know what's the last waypoint. SISE, so Sierra, India, Sierra, Echo, Echo, and then we're on vectors from there, and we'll intercept Josie intersection, which is on the ILS approach of 17 right at 8,000 above, and then on to Julie, and on to the see the speed's already dropped a little bit there, so we're going to update that. 141 knots, which will add 5 knots to that, so 146 will be our approach speed as of right now. Because we have a 9-knot wind, so just in case that bottoms out on us, we're not 5 below. Somebody's car alarm is going off out in the parking lot. I'm taking my headset off and go check it out, or look out the window. don't know who it was, but it wasn't mine. So, not really a car alarm, but the horn honking panic alarm deal. So whatever. They got it turned off, whoever it was. Mine does that every now and then. When I sit down inside my police car, I guess somehow it hits it in my pocket because I have a little key fob for that Dodge Charger, and it goes off. It's pretty embarrassing, you know, being a police officer and having your panic alarm go off at the gas pump or something, or whatever, when you're getting out of a restaurant. Excuse me. Which is better than a problem guy I used to be stationed with. He had an old Ford Crown Victoria, and it had a little quirk. Whenever you'd shift from park into gear, either reverse or drive, but coming from park, the siren the siren would chirp. You'd be like, whoop, but it was loud, you know, it's a siren. And man, I'll tell you what, we'd go to leave gas stations or something, and he'd forget about it, put that sucker in reverse, and it'd whoop, and get some dirty looks, you know, from people like, you freaking asshole. You know, they'd jump out of their socks. And deep down inside, I'm kind of laughing about it. I think it's funny because it's not happening to me, you know. That's kind of mean, but whatever. That's the crazy stuff I think about when I'm sitting here and doing nothing. So, yeah. Looks like we got a speed restriction coming up here. At 250 knots. We're doing good on altitude, so we'll let it slowly slow down to that instead of intervening in the little drag. It's not telling us to add drag anyways. So, we're still doing good. Light clouds, high clouds actually, we look about 21,000, 22,000 feet. And there's some lower ones over there and over there, but not look to be too big of an issue. I like these cloud shadows, man. That's pretty cool. Mine had a weird thing like, you know, it doesn't do it so much now that I have Easy Dock installed, but I was using the default views, and I moved my camera just right, the shadows would like peel off, and I looked back at them, they would come back. So it was kind of weird. I don't know what that was all about. Could have been a driver issue too, because I did just update my drivers, my graphics card, so who knows. I swear. I have found one thing about building my own computer is you discover all kind of neat little quirks and stupid things that happen. So, I bet you learn how to fix them a lot better, though. That's what I like about building my own computer is I know what's in there. I know what it has and whatnot, and how to look up drivers and support and all that kind of stuff. We may have to add drag on this next one. Let's see what it says. 17,000 up below, and as you can see, we're about 3,300 now above that. But it'll start dropping pretty quick, so hopefully we'll make that restraint. If not, we shall intervene. Bumps here and there. Airport should be coming up straight ahead. I think I can barely see it there, just on the edge of the horizon. So that's good. We'll go ahead and throw these frequencies over the primary. That way we got them loaded up. Before I forget, because I have done that before. No bad weather in the area. No scary terrain that I know of. I'll check real quick. Negative. Nothing in the area to be scared of. Let's turn the weather back on. $299.94, like I said before. We'll go ahead and get that tuned in there and switch it over here in just a second. 18,000. It looks like we're going to make that altitude restraint. Look at that. Constraint. Not restraint. Transition altitude. I'm used to flying the Airbus from Airsoft. Hearing that dude transition altitude. And switching it over. Now that plane will spoil you with the FS2 Crew. I need to buy it for this, but for the life of me, I cannot justify in my mind $45 just to make it a little bit easier to fly the plane. I know you get lots of cool little features here and there and stuff, but I'm sorry, it's just not worth it to me. Look at that, and it made it just right. Alright, I'm getting a little closer now. I decided to switch the camera back on. I guess you can call it that. The airport is in view now. The buildings have loaded in. It always has that little pause. No matter how fast of a computer I've seen, it always has that little bit of a pause. But when you're loading in that much stuff, if you don't know, I actually, I've said it in my tutorials, I actually designed the rental car area for Denver for Flight Beam. I did the entire rental car area there on the, I think it's the north side of the airport. I can't remember exactly. Possibly. Anyways, yeah, I did that. I was pretty proud of that, actually. First time I ever had anything of mine recognized by a payware company and used. I approached Amir with our Flight Beam and told him, says, hey, I know how to do some of this stuff. Maybe I can help you out. Because he's always asking for help. And he took me on and gave me a chance, and I think in the end I might have took a little too long because, you know, hey, they get burned out. Like I said, there's the area right there on the corner over here. You can't see my mouse, but it's the, I guess, as we're looking right now, the top left corner there, you can see the buildings loading in. There's a shit ton of buildings. Anyways, so yeah. I did that, and like I said, I don't think I did it fast enough for his liking, which is fine, you know, that's me. I'm a slow builder, but because I was invited to the San Francisco project, but never given anything to do, so yeah, there's that. But he is a busy guy, so maybe he just forgot. I don't know. Alright, this next restraint, like I said, is 11,000. I've got it set for 8,000. We're going to go ahead and drop it on down. We're going to cheat a little bit here. Use a level change, 250 knots. We get on down to 8,000, so we can go ahead and make the left turn for a Josie intersection and cut off having to go all the way to CC. There is nobody online here, so we don't have to worry about traffic or anything like that, so we can go ahead and shortcut. Real world guys would probably love to do this if they could. So, I take advantage of it. So what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and set it like we're going to go from Rule straight to Josie. Right? Like that. Yes, it's telling me drag is required. Come up on 10,000 feet and go ahead and turn all this stuff on. That's a little like that. That's good. Still 2994 on the altimeter. Keep checking the weather on the other monitor over here. I used to run Active Sky and my ACARS and all that on a separate laptop, but that laptop belongs to my daughter, so she's using that, so I can't really take that from her. So she needs it more than I do. So I just run it all on the same computer, which is no big deal. It works. But yeah, I do that a lot too. But yeah, whatever. There's that thing too. It's funny, you never know the little things that you do over and over again until you listen to yourself on video. And I took this public speaking class one time when I was in the military for a leadership school, and they basically make you have to do 3 public speeches over different subjects that you can pick, which is cool, but they record you when you do it, and you're limited in time, and if you go over that time, they will stop you right in the middle of your speech, which sucks, and is a little embarrassing. But you do it in front of the class, and after the speech is done, they give you the recording, basically. Back then it was a videotape, a VHS tape, and you had to go into this private room that they had set up with TV monitors and watch it, and watch yourself, basically. And what they would do is they say, watch it regular, watch yourself talk or whatever, and see if you can pick out, common little quirks that you have when you speak publicly. And then they want you to watch it in like double speed, like fast forward kind of. And what you would see there is how you kind of bounce back and forth, you touch your hand to your face a lot, or you pace around the podium, which one of our instructors called it race car driving, doing laps around the podium. I just realized I'm going way too fast. So we're going to slow this puppy down. This is very bad. So yeah, I started talking and let my plane get away from me here. So we'll go ahead and try and approach my room. Get some speed bled off here. Start dropping some flaps. I apologize for the always flying perfect people. I don't always fly perfect, as you can see right here. Hey, there's people on the ground. Oh, they're aircraft. I don't think that's actual AI traffic. No. It's something to do with the scenery, I'm guessing. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Going to slow to 160. We are about to intercept the localizer and the glide slope all at the same time. Alright, there's the glide slope. And there's the localizer. Go ahead and flaps 10. Gear down. There's 17 right in front of us. So what I thought was a bad deal wasn't so bad after all. We're going to turn the weather radar off because we don't want to forget and then microwave for ground crew. So yeah, I'm going to double check here real quick on this last little bit here what gate we're going to, because I always forget. A49, that's right. It's always the same, it seems like. We'll go ahead and slow to our approach speed at 146. I believe we're still there. Yeah, 146. Go ahead and go flaps 40. Speed brake armed, and we'll go ahead and set the igniters to continuous. Turn off the auto throttle. Auto throttle here and take it in ourselves. So we're going to hand fly it on from this point. If I get quiet sometimes, it's because I lack that part of the brain that allows me to do 2 things at once sometimes. So if I'm concentrating on flying, I usually forget to talk. So I'll just be quiet then, and you can enjoy the approach.
1,000.
Alright, not too bad. Go slow down here. This is where I will use the light thing here to get my stuff turned off so I'm not looking away. Inclusion. Wrong button. So we're good. Alright, we're going to taxi to Alpha 49, which is just back behind us here. So I was trying to make that first cutoff. Auto brake turned off. Still no traffic to speak of, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Look for Alpha North taxiway. We're on the ground now. We don't need that anymore. Nothing looks good here. AAL is now online. Good. You'll see a little bit of a stutter when I activate the gate for Alpha 49. So Concourse A. There's that little stutter I was talking about. Handling by American Airlines. It's just on the other side of that concourse there. It's not too far. We're looking for Alpha November taxiway. Alpha Sierra goes to the south side of Alpha Terminal. Alpha November goes to the north ramp of Alpha Terminal. There's Alpha Sierra coming up. Or taxiway Mike, depending on how you want to say it. There's Alpha November. Yeah, clicking noise, that's my joystick. to my brakes. That's what that is. Alright. Our gate is right over there. You can see the staircase truck, not right to our left there, but further down and to the left. You can kind of see that white staircase truck. That's where we're going to be going. So in a second you'll see the taxiway lead in, take us down closer to the ramp, or to the terminal. So that's what we're going to take. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed flying with me today. What is that they say? We realize you have multiple choices, and we thank you for choosing whatever airline you're flying on. Well, I thank you for choosing to fly with me. And like I said, I enjoy doing it. Don't forget to subscribe, because that's what motivates me to make more videos. Is if I have no subscribers, then what's the point, right? The point is to get it out to an audience. So that's the whole idea, as they say. Anyways, thanks for thanks for watching. Don't forget to find me on Twitter, Gary and Emery, at Gary and Emery, and also you can contact me via email if you have any questions on scenery design at reverendgary@att.net. So I'll be quiet now, and you can enjoy the rest of it. Look at the guys inside the truck. Oh, the lead-in guy. Luckily, these numbers up here can help out a little bit. Here we go. Yeah. Get these doors open. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.